Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who see...
Bellingham! Oh, he's been... In he goes again! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. He's one-on-one, surely! And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Forlan. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's quick to get it clear again. Kukçu did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that's a good ball, played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now he's got space here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Lewandowski, and this is Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he's picked it up out wide. Cleared without complication. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Guardiola. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Van Nistelrooy is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
No. Big chance! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, what a mistake! Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Lewandowski. That is ended up in no man's land. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckenbauer goes on a charge down the left. Pass is just off target.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. And we're off again. And we have corner. Oh, that one's going nowhere. Mick. Look at the space here. Oh, it's a chance! And that has been clubbed away. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Barcelona are 2 up early in the second half. The ball has bounced loose now. And this is Neymar, plays it in low. Ruben Diaz gets good distance on it. Neymar, chance! It's there! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Lewandowski. Van Dijk. Chance, surely! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Lewandowski. Neymar. He is through here. He's having a shot. It's in. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. Vieira. It's anyone's ball now.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he cuts out the supply. Can he get it through? Messi. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now, can they get him away? Costa Curta. Ambitious ball here. And he was quick to react. And that's it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. The great Samuel Eto'o, Jim, one of Africa's all-time greats.
Easily amongst the best ever, Peter. Powerful, prolific, pure class. There wasn't a defender in Europe who didn't feel this guy.
Cafu. Nice sequence of passes, this. Stoichkov. Well timed, excellent interception. Beckham. Cafu. Looking to play him in. Forlan gets into a good position. And no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Raul. Forlan in acres of space out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He can get that clear. Cafu. And here's Scholes. Scholes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Stoichkov. Van Dijk makes the interception. Paris Saint-Germain applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Scholes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Scholes. Scholes! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time.
And the finish! He's delivered all right!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Shot could be on. Oh, well played, well played. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Backward it goes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Scholes has it out wide and in space. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Raul. Scholes. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly.
He's through, it's one-on-one!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And Batistuta! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution.
Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Schneider gathers from the goal kick. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Owen looks to get on the end of this. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Forlan. And they're quick to get it back. Forlan is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's having a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 13.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on the field is number 9, Bellingham.
They've played it short. Cafu. And it's real. Can he finish? Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Serginho. Now De Bruyne. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Can he get it through? Rummenigge! They want to be quick to recover this. Forlan. Searching pass he's played there. Picked out brilliant. Shot a goal! And that may well be that. That is that. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Quick reminder today, please.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Great defending, strong and determined. Succumbs to the pressure. That is good alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there?